Hello, friends. You're looking live at beautiful St. Peter Arlington Heights School here in Arlington Heights, Illinois. My name's Ryan Roth. I'll be doing your play-by-play here along with my esteemed colleague Peter Roth. And Peter will be here all day long with Championship Sunday action here at the 2018 Illinois Grade School State Basketball Championship. For the 9:30 fifth place game, we've got a battle between the Crusaders from Rockford Lutheran Junior High and the Titans from Okawville, Nashville. Coming into this game, the Crusaders from Rockford Lutheran on Friday night beat our Savior Springfield 49-29. They lost in the quarterfinals to Peoria Christ 50-24. And they beat in the consolation semifinals last night Crystal Lake Emmanuel 39-29. Where the Titans come into this game after beating St. James Chicago on Friday, 46-27. In the second round, they lost to Zion Belleville 26-16. And last night, they defeated Bethel Morton 27-25. So, Peter, we've got a lot of great action today. What do you look for in this first fifth place game here?
Well, like you said, it's 9:30 a.m. on a Sunday. Not many basketball games start this early on the weekend. Most people are just waking up, going to church, something low-key, low energy. So it's going to be who can get out of the gates, who's awake, who's ready to go, start up the game. Those first 4 minutes of the first quarter will probably be very key in determining who wins this game. Both teams have played well throughout the weekend. They ran into some tough opponents in those semifinals. Peoria and Belleville both have played really well this weekend. But Rockford and Nashville should be a really good game to watch. I see a lot of good things. So
the Titans are the fourth seed. For the season, they're 24-7. The Crusaders are the seventh seed. So the Crusaders, doing a little better than their seed had showed. So next up in the third place game, we'll have should be a great matchup between St. Paul Mount Prospect and Zion Belleville. And then the final championship game will be between the defending champion Bobcats from Emmanuel Palatine and the Crusaders from Peoria, the Comets from Peoria Christ. So a lot of great action. Peter and I will have all of the girls' games today. And then we will be back here in just roughly 2 minutes or so with the starting lineup and then your game analysis. So like I said, we'll be back in roughly 2 minutes with the starting lineups and the game.
Good morning and welcome to this, the 5th place game for the state of Illinois 2018. So we welcome you on behalf of the Lutheran Sports Association and all of the schools that have stepped up so graciously to help us. We're just so happy to have you here. We know it's early, but we know you're going to wake up and get going because it's a wonderful thing. For the grandmas that are back home and the grandpas that are back home, these games here are live streamed, so you can go to cuchicago.edu/live, and you can watch from the comfort of your home too. So you can call all those folks right now. But of course, we do have a grandma that's here today who's got a birthday. So happy birthday, Grandma Beaning. What better way than to playing basketball at the state tournament, right? All right. So with that, I invite all who are able to please rise as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Now it's time for some basketball. It's my privilege for the last time at State 2018 to introduce to you the Crusaders, the visitors on the scoreboard today from Rockford Lutheran High School. Junior high, sorry. So here we go. Kyla Burkhart. Isabella Johns. Melanie Horn. And the starting lineup for the Crusaders. 7th grader, number 1. Whoops, sorry, you're not a 7th grader? 8th grader? 7th grader, I was right. Kayla Spangler. 8th grader, number 2, Madeline Wilhelmi. 8th grader, number 20, Michaela Huffine. 8th grader, number 21, Kaya Black. And 8th grader, number 23, Julia Nastrom. The Crusaders are coached by Jordan York. And now the home team on the scoreboard today are our friends from Trinity St. John's Emmanuel in Nashville, Okawville. And let me introduce them to you now. Kylie Kukuski, Chris May, Lauren Rapp, Mallory Beaning, Keegan Renth, Nora Wood, Savannah Borenpole, and the starting lineup for the Titans. 7th grader, number 3, Megan Renegarby. Number 20, 8th grader, Hannah Nibalski. 6th grader, number 22, Raylan Obermeyer. 8th grader, number 23, Hallie Reeder. And 8th grader, number 25, Cheyenne Beasters. The Titans are coached by Joseph Kirby, Kirk Reeder, and Sean Renth.
All right, Peter, I'm ready. I'm ready to get this day started.
Let's do it.
All right, so starting lineups for...
And I invite you now to join me in a word of prayer. as we pray. Gracious God, Father in heaven, we thank and praise you so much for all the great things that have happened to us this weekend and all the things that have brought us on this path. We thank you for that, Father. We ask you to be with us now as we come one more time for competition. We ask you to grant us safety, grant us clear-headedness, grant us the opportunity to be good sports, both as players and coaches and fans, because, Father, we are Jesus' people as we follow your Son, and let us show that in all that we do and say. All this we pray in the precious name of Jesus, our Savior. Amen.
All right, as I was saying, so starting lineups for the Crusaders in the all-purple. Number 1, Kayla Spangler. Number 2, Madeline Wilhelmy. Number 20, Michaela Huffine. Number 21, Kaya Black. And number 23, Julia Nystrom. And for the Titans in the all-white, Renegarby, number 3, Nibalski, number 20, Obermeyer, number 22, Reeder, number 23, and Beester, number 25. Titans in all white, Crusaders in the all purple. Crusaders will be working left to right.
Meanwhile, while the referees get something figured out the scores table, I have a couple keys for each team going through for the remainder of this game. Rockford Lutheran, so far in the weekend, has really run through Spangler and Huffine. They're both averaging over 14 points a game. 28 points is enough to win you a lot of games in this tournament. It'll be tough against this Nashville Okawville defense that's played really well all weekend as well. They've been averaging a combined 24 points per game against so far in the 3-day tournament. So it'll be fun to watch this Titan defense take on Spangler and Huffine for the next 24 minutes.
So Nystrom for the Crusaders and Beester for the Titans will tip it off. And here we go. And the Titans with the ball to start. Obermeyer will bring it up. Again, the zone defense set up by the Crusaders.
Looks like it's effective so far. Get the dead ball up at the top of the key.
Renegarby's able to save it. Works around her. That shot was no good by Reeder, and the ball goes out of bounds and actually comes right to us. All right. First play of the game. We'll make sure to do that for the mental replay, Peter.
That'll be a good one to bring back up at halftime.
So the Crusaders stick at the ball after the Titan turnover. Spangler, the lead scorer, had some opening there. She decided to reverse it. Spangler with the runner. Spangler likes it. I like it. And the Crusaders now on top, 2-0. And right away, the pressure is picked up. But what a move by the Spangler. They're really setting the offense up for her.
That was a really well-run offensive play. Spangler passed the ball from the extended key.
Nice. Good pass. Reeder has a good look down low to Beester, who wasn't able to save it. And the ball will go right back to the Crusaders.
As I was saying, Spangler did a really good job of cutting off the ball, using her screen at the free throw line, and making the shot.
And it's a turnover-friendly game, but, you know, it's kind of what we expected, that to get those 9:30 in the morning jitters out.
Yep, I definitely saw this coming for at least a little bit. Like I said, whoever can get out of this phase faster will definitely improve their chances of winning. We see a good trap there from the Crusaders.
Renegarby, the 7th grader. And Reeder thought about it. Reeder, the lefty. Renegarby with the long 2, and she's got it. Megan Renegarby, who came into this game averaging 8 points a game in the tournament. First basket ties the score at 2 as we have 4:42 to go in this opening period. And right on the other side, Spangler in and out on that one. She gets her own rebound and works it back to Spangler. To Huffine for 3, a little bit short. And the ball will go back to the Titans. But the Crusaders able to get a lot of open looks right now, Peter.
It's exactly what they want. Huffine and Spangler taking open jumpers. They've done a great job of knocking them down all weekend. And we see good pressure there.
And another turnover. Huffine with the nice left-handed layup in good. Michaela Huffine, and like you were saying, Peter, Huffine and Spangler, who we're going to see a lot of today, and they have all 4 of the team's points so far.
And all 4 of the team's shots so far as well.
Reeder takes her on a nice pass to Nibalski, who gets one more pass to Obermeyer, who drills the long 2.
We've seen some hot shooting to come out of the gates here in this first period.
And Obermeyer, she's a 5'4", 6th grader. Peter, I remember watching you as a 6th grader. You weren't that good.
I wasn't coordinated enough to make it up and down the court yet, Ryan.
Hafeen short on that 3, and Renegarby is able to grab the rebound. Not a ton of rebounds in this game so far, Peter.
Not yet. As we see, looks like that's going to be another turnover there for the Titans. We haven't really seen a lot of rebounds. It's been either made shots or turnovers so far, these early possessions.
Well, even, and we had a couple air balls as well and shots. So to my account, we only have 2 rebounds in this game. So to reset, 4-4 is your score, 3:35 to go in this opening period of the 5th place game at the 2018 Illinois Grade School State Tournament. And then another miss there for Hafeen in the corner. And as I was saying about the rebound, all right, hey, we got another rebound. So Renegarby finally able to slow things down. Titans love to run that off. A nice pump fake by Reeder. Reeder with the runner, and good. Hallie Reeder's first basket of the game, and puts the Titans up top now for the first time at 6-4 with 3 minutes to go.
Reeder has a really good pump fake on her jumper. She's used it 3 times, and a defender from Rockford Lutheran has bid all 3 times.
Spangler's going to go whistle for the travel there. I made a lot of Star Wars references last weekend at the JLIT with, walk before you run, grasshopper. Well, and I just made one there, but it's fine. To each their own. Titans with the ball and the 2-point lead. Renegarby has some room. Smartly works back on Reeder. Reeder thought about the long 3. They're trying to work down low, and we're going to have a push on, looks like number 23, Julia Nastrom. That's going to be the first foul of the game, especially, and that's Julia's first.
Beaster for the Titans did a good job of getting position on that block. Forced Rockford Lutheran to foul her to prevent the easy layup off that pass.
And Renegarby with the runner isn't able to finish, and Wilhelmy is able to get the rebound, and the Crusaders will get back, trying to cut into that 2-point lead.
Both teams so far have done good jobs working their offense, and as I say that, there's a turnover.
And Renegarby gets it over Obermeyer. Obermeyer's going to get fouled here, and she's going to go to the free throw line, and that Nastrom just picked up her 2nd foul.
And that could be an issue for Rockford Lutheran, seeing as they have a relatively short bench. They only have 3 people currently to sub in at all.
So Obermeyer to the free throw line for 2. She's struggled from the free throw line so far in the tournament, 44%. And I thought I was going to have the reverse curse there, but she missed the first.
Unfriendly rims, so that happens.
Checking in the game for the Crusaders is number 42, Melanie Horn. The official scorebook says 35, but she's actually wearing 42. Obermeyer makes a second. She's got 3 points for the game, and that is the difference in this game. 7-4, Titans lead with 2:30 to go in the first quarter, and we're gonna have a timeout. Rockford. Coach Jordan York doesn't like what he's seen in the last roughly a minute and a half, where the Titans have gone on a 5-0 run.
Yeah, Rockford Lutheran came out, made 2 of their first 3 shots, and since then they are over 3 from the field with 3 turnovers. Probably just telling his team to calm down in the huddle, run the offense. We saw what happens. Spangler on that first play passed it from the wing, used the screen, up screen, back to the elbow, knocked down a jumper. That's exactly what Rockford Lutheran has done all weekend to be successful, using screens, moving without the ball, getting open shots. It's just a matter of continuing to do that, being confident in your shots, and knocking them down.
All right, so the Crusaders, after the timeout, will get the ball on the sideline. Hafeen will reset the offense, work it around to Spangler. Spangler takes baseline, she's gonna get bumped, don't call it. Works back over to Wilhelmy. Wilhelmy takes the baseline, and we're gonna have looks like the ball steps out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Titans.
The issue there for Rockford Lutheran was spacing. They had 2 people posting up in the same block, which made it really hard for any cutting lanes and led to being forced out of bounds.
They missed the trap on Renegarby.
Still get it right there.
And Renegarby's finally able to get up to Reeder. Good. Crusaders and looks like the ball gets knocked away by Spangler. But the Crusaders still really aggressive on the defensive side. The full court trapping.
Yep, full court, man-to-man. They're trying to trap once they cross half court, and they're extending really far on the defense.
Byron, nice pass to Beaster down low. Beaster can't finish it, and Black is able to grab the rebound.
What we've seen, though, is Nashville Okawville is able to, as we see a really long pass there to
And
Spangler.
as we have a jump ball, possession arrow Crusaders.
As I was saying, though, Nashville Okawville, once they get through that extended pressure, they've found ways to get to the hoop and get easy opportunities to score so far earlier in this game.
So as we saw in the first possession of the game where they set up the offense for Spangler, Spangler hasn't had a look since. And as I say her name,
there's a jinx, reverse jinx.
Now, Spangler had 23 in yesterday, actually, on Friday night's win against Our Savior. And if the Crusaders are going to win the game, she's going to need roughly that many points. It looks like we're going to have a foul, and that one's going to be on number 2, Wilhelmy.
Well, once again on that inbounds play, basically Rockford Lutheran spread the paint. All the defenses followed the people running back out to the three-point line. Spangler just found that gap near the free throw line, knocked down another runner.
Renegarby gets trapped again. Almost. Reader's able to save it.
Rockford Lutheran's playing aggressive.
And we're going to have a
top.
jump, and we're going to have a jump ball possession arrow Titans, but Hafin is just is taking over on the defensive end right now.
And the Titans have to realize that against this trap, the best way to combat it is quick ball movement. If you sit and hold the ball up in the wing, as we see there again, it makes it a lot easier for the Crusaders to trap, put a lot of pressure on you. If you swing it quickly like they are doing right now, you get a lot more open opportunities.
Obermeyer with a long 3 off the back of the rim. And another rebound there by Wilhelmy. And the Crusaders trying to go back on top. They're down 7-6 with just under 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Spangler works it around, and shot gets blocked by Horn, but Spangler is able to grab it, and Spangler now with 6 points, and it puts them back up top by 1 at 8-7. Spangler with 6 of the 8 points for the Crusaders. It's been a 4-0 run, and then a turnover on the other side. Obermeyer didn't see her behind her. And with 37 seconds to go in this first quarter, the Crusaders with the lead and the ball. As you hear one of the players stop passing the ball in the corner.
That's good leadership on the court, as we see a good entry pass there from Spangler.
And Wilhelmy takes it right at Beester, and Beester, the only thing she can do is foul, and Wilhelmy will go to the free throw line for 2. So Wilhelmy has only taken 3 free throw attempts so far in this tournament. She's 1 for 3. Comes in this game averaging 5 points a game. She's a 5'6" 8th grader, and she converts on the first, puts the lead up to 2 now at 9-7.
That was a really nice looking free throw there.
It's the anti-Peter Roth.
Okay. Doesn't have to be pretty if it goes in.
Who says they go in? As Wilhelmy makes both. So Wilhelmy's now with 2 points and 2 rebounds, and leads back up to 3 at 10-7 with 23 seconds to go.
And I'd say this pace really is good for Rockford Lutheran here, because they're the team that wants to run up and down more. They're the higher scoring of the two. And if they can keep up this pressure and making Nashville Okawville run faster than they want.
As we almost have another turnover. And that's got to be, as Spangler knocks the ball out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Titans with 9 seconds to go in the first quarter.
It's about 9.9 seconds.
It's a friendly clock.
That's fair.
So 8 seconds to go. Readers needs to get a shot as she gets trapped in the corner. We're going to, Hafin just literally whips the ball away from her. 2 seconds left at the buzzer. Hafin, it looks like she hurt her knee. And at Peter, that did not look pretty there at the end. It looked like she hurt herself. But after the 1 quarter of play, the Crusaders from Rockford Lutheran Junior High lead the Trinity St. John's and Emmanuel Nashville Okawville Titans 10-7.
That was a fun first quarter here in the first game of Championship Sunday here at the Lutheran State Tournament. I really enjoyed what I saw, right?
So we knew going into the game that Spangler and Hafin for the Crusaders were going to put up some big numbers. And that's what we've seen so far. Spangler with 6 first quarter points. You know, they've taken most of the team's shots.
Yeah. They've actually taken all of the team's shots so far in the game. They're 4 of 9 combined, which is a good shooting percentage. And it's a recipe for success so far. They're up 10-7. Hafin, really, though, although her shot hasn't been great so far going in, she's had a lot of good looks, a lot of in and outs. Her defense has been unbelievable against this backcourt for the Titans. She herself has caused 3 or 4 turnovers. She's pressuring the ball anything above the are outside the three-point line. She's making life miserable for Nashville Okawville currently. And it's reflected in this 10-7 lead.
So Rockford Lutheran in the all-purple get the ball to start off the second quarter. Spangler, who we said a lot of in the first quarter, and we're going to have a foul there on Renegarby. So that's going to be Renegarby's first, team second. Crusaders to keep the ball.
Let's see if this inbounds play works as effectively as their last inbounds play underneath their own hoop.
And nobody guards Spangler. Isn't able to finish, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will go to the Titans.
Look,
how is Spangler able to get those open looks, though, Peter?
Just a good offensive scheme so far here from the Crusaders. Those inbounds plays worked perfectly in spreading out the defense to give Spangler that space where she's been money so far around the free throw line. Great defense there by Huffine again.
And Obermeyer's finally able to break the pressure. Renegarby will reset the offense, and she gets the ball knocked away by Spangler, and it will stay with the Titans.
The biggest key here for the Titans is getting the ball inside the three-point line. Once they get past Huffine and Spangler, they've done a really good job of getting open shots and knocking them down. That's how they got out to that early 7-4 lead. It's this inability to get outside inside the three-point line.
Reeder with the three, and she's got it. Hallie Reeder now with 5 points, and the score is tied at 10 again with 5:16 to go to second quarter. But is that what the Titans are just going to need to do to stay with the Crusaders? I mean, that's all they seem to do offensively is just the long twos and then that three.
I mean, if they can knock down those threes, it's going to make Rockford Lutheran extend more, put more focus on guarding those threes, and it'll make it easier to get even better layups later on in the game.
Reeder just had one, and then she gets the ball stolen away. Wilhelmy with the nice steal. Wilhelmy's got an open lane to Spangler. Spangler wide open underneath the basket. A nice cut there by Spangler. She's got 8 for the game, and it pushes the lead back up to 2 again at 12-10.
That's a really good pass by Wilhelmy to keep her head up, look past the 2 defenders on her.
And then Reeder another three, and she's got it. Hallie Reeder with back-to-back threes, and it puts the Titans up 1 at 13-12.
Is it too early for an Onions extra order? Back-to-back threes?
Usually the double order of Onions is set for the fourth quarter. And then Spangler on the other side for 3. And actually just a 2. Foot was on the line. But look at the back and forth action, Peter, as we go. So Spangler now with 10 points in the game.
An impressive display of shooting on both ends. Reeder for the Titans and Spangler here for the Crusaders.
Here's Obermeyer for 3, and another one. All right, I'll give you an Onions, Peter. That's a triple order of Onions. 3 straight threes made by the Titans. Huffine works Spangler again with an open look off the front of the rim, and rebound is up and good for Kaya Black. And the game is tied again at 16.
That's a big play there for Rockford Lutheran. If they can capitalize off of misses from Spangler and Huffine down low with Black getting rebounds and finishing like she did there, that even improves their chances.
In and out there for Reeder, but Nibalski is able to chase down the rebound. Nibalski, excuse me. Reeder with the runner again, in good. Hallie Reeder with 8 points in this quarter, and it pushes the Titans lead up to 2 again at 18-16. And then Huffine, we're gonna have looks like she's gonna get fouled, and Huffine's gonna go to the free throw line for 2.
Going back to Hallie Reeder though, I mentioned earlier in the first quarter that pump fake runner was very successful for her, and she just did it again. She's got that move down. She's been knocking down shots from the three-point line. It's been an impressive first 9 minutes here for her in the 5th place game.
So Nibalski just picked up her first, team's 3rd. Huffine just converted on that first free throw. Just checking into the game for the Crusaders, number 33, Isabella Johns. Huffine converts on both, and the game is tied again at 18. Pressure is able to broke up easily by Renegarby. Nice pass, wide open to Beaster down low. And Beaster with her first basket of the game. And 13 points already halfway through the second quarter for the Titans, Peter.
It's a fun, fast-paced game we've seen here in the second quarter. Both teams going full speed and playing well while doing it. We see a lot of teams in this age group that try and go too fast and get out of control. Nothing like that with these two teams.
And three-pointer is good for Isabella Johns, who just checked in the game. Isabel Johns has not yet scored in the tournament, yet she drills a huge three to put the Crusaders back up top again by 1. Spangler knocks the ball out of bounds, and it will stay with the Titans.
I'm in shock so far with the impressive shooting percentages from 3 we've seen from both teams.
We've seen 4 threes already in the second quarter alone.
Both teams only had 7 threes in the previous 3 games combined.
And we're going to have a foul there. Looks like on number 20. Actually, it's going to be on 23. So that's Nastrom's 3rd foul. So Nastrom now with 3 fouls.
Like we talked about earlier, Rockford Lutheran has a short bench.
Reeder again for 3, a little bit long. There's your heat check. Hafeen's able to grab the rebound. But if you got that open look against this Crusader defense, you got to take it. Hafeen's going to be fouled on the floor.
That's another good take. She did that in the previous possession. Hafeen's taking the ball and getting down to the hoop before Nashville Okawville has a chance to set up their defense.
So that foul is on Obermeyer, her first, team's 4th.
Can they run the same inbound play 3 times for another open shot? Does not look like it this time. Oh.
Nice pass. Hafeen's going to get fouled, shooting 3. Renegarby fouls are shooting 3, so Hafeen will go to the free throw line for 3. So that's going to be Renegarby's 2nd foul, team's 5th. Only one with foul trouble for the Titans, but Hafeen to the free throw line for 3. Hafeen in and out on the first. Hafeen has gone to the free throw line quite a bit for the first 3 games. She's 10 for 20, actually 10 for 21 now from the free throw line in the tournament. She's got 4 points in this game. And actually they're saying it was only 2, Peter. I thought it was a 3 as well, but typically when the official puts his hands up like it's 3, you expect it, but it's fine. It's only a.
Yeah, neither of us are wearing the stripes today here. You see some good hustle there from.
I'm deciding if Peter literally is not wearing any stripes. I figured, when he makes the comment about stripes, he's actually not wearing any stripes today. But
thanks for believing in me there.
Thank you. As Spangler knocks the ball out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Titans. Peter's also wearing a Tampa Bay Devil Rays hat. Actually, I don't know if anybody actually still plays in the Devil Rays. I think they traded away all their players.
That's fair. I don't. It's not important to the game here, Rye.
Renegarby works at Navalski. Again, Hafeen's all over Renegarby. Renegarby thought about the 3, but Hafeen covered her real quick. Obermeyer with a nice pass to Beester down low. Beester is going to get fouled shooting, and that's going to be on Nastrom.
That's 4 on Nastrom if it's on her, which could be a big issue for Rockford Lutheran.
And it is. So Nastrom just picked up her 4th foul with 1:25 to go in the first half. And Beester will go to the free throw line for 2. Beester, 2 for 13 from the free throw line so far in this tournament. She'll go to the free throw line for 2. It's not a terrible, Peter, it's not a terrible form at all.
No. It looked really smooth. A whole motion of it.
As a bad free throw shooter myself, I can totally relate.
Yours don't look that good.
Thank you. Beester in and out in the second one. And the ball gets, Hafeen actually steps out of bounds, and now it'll stay with the Titans.
And that's going to be an issue here now. Crusaders have to go small with the foul trouble they have down in the block. So they're really going to have to focus on blocking out, getting bodies into people, and getting rebounds, preventing second chance points for Nashville Okawville.
Finally able to get in Renegarby. Renegarby gets it back. Nice head fake there.
Another great pump fake.
Renegarby wide open for 3, and she's got another one. Whew. As it 4 threes in the second quarter for the Titans, and the lead's back up to 2 at 24-22.
All from that right side of the court.
And then Hafeen almost throws the ball to bounds. Spangler's able to save it. 1 minute to go in the first half. Spangler with a nice pass down low. A little bit long is for Kyla Burkhart. We're going to have a jump ball possession of Titans.
That was a good play by Spangler. She, again, attacked the interior of the defense, drew attention, and dished it off. That's another facet of her game she's really good at. Not only scoring, but getting her teammates involved and getting them good looks.
Reeder's able to break it. Reeder with their layup, and good. Hallie Reeder now with 10 points in the quarter, and the lead's up to 4 at 26-22 with 40 seconds to go. What a shooting performance for the Titans in this second quarter. 19 points scored.
It's been an incredible outburst here.
Hafeen with the runner, and good. Hafeen now with 5 points in the quarter, and the lead's only 2 again for the Titans.
Back and forth, all 6 minutes. We haven't had a single slowdown yet here in the second period.
18 seconds ago, Hallie Reeder, who just made the runner on the last side, can't get it. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Crusaders.
And like I mentioned earlier, Crusaders really have to focus on eliminating second chance points for Nashville Okawville.
So 11 seconds ago, you got to get the ball in Spangler's hands here, Peter.
Either that or let Hafeen drive to the hoop again.
And we're going to have a foul. But they're not in bonus yet, so
not a bad foul there for the Titans.
So that foul was on, except that was on Renegarby, and Renegarby just picked up her 3rd foul.
Foul trouble on both sides. The only difference is Nashville Okawville has a little more of a bench to go to in terms of foul trouble.
Here's Burkhart. Burkhart with a shot and can't get the friendly roll. And we're going to have looks like a travel with one. I'm not sure how jump ball was called there, Peter, since.
Once again, right, we aren't the ones in the striped uniforms today.
So 1 second go. Reeder with the half-court shot. And then Nabalski just holds it, and wow, what a second quarter of action. As the Titans from Nashville Okawville are leading the Crusaders from Rockford Lutheran Junior High 26-24.
I'm still trying to recover from that quarter. Just Nashville Okawville shot 70% from the floor and 100% from 3. They were 4 for 4 from beyond the arc in those last 6 minutes. And the fact is, they only have a 2-point lead.
You typically don't see at this level teams score 19 points in a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But and we didn't even have a ton of turnovers either. I mean, 10 turnovers between the two teams in the first half.
Yeah, it was a good, clean game, and both teams knocked down shots. Like you said, we don't see 19 points in a quarter usually in this level. Sometimes you don't see it at all in the high school level either, depending on what kind of game you're watching. I was just thoroughly impressed with the shooting performance. Yep, just a little bit of halftime stats here for the folks watching at home. Rockford Lutheran, 24 points on 17 shots from the field, 8 makes, 104 from beyond the arc. Price coming from the free throw line. Nashville Okawville, 10 of 17 from the field, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. In that last second quarter, Haley Reeder herself took 7 shots, knocked down 4 of them, 2 of which were threes. She overtook her game-by-game scoring average in about 3 minutes in that second period. That's how crazy the game we just witnessed was.
So Peter and I are at the half with the Titans leading the Crusaders 26-24. Leading all scorers, like you're saying, was Hallie Reeder. With 12 points. Obermeyer had 6 for the Titans. Renegarby had 5, and Beaster with 3. And for the Crusaders was Kayla Spangler with 10 points. Michaela Hafeen added in 7. Wilhelmy had 2. Kaya Black had 2, and Isabel Johns with 3. Peter and I will be back here in, give or take, 30 minutes and 48 seconds, but who's counting, with some second half analysis and some more good banter between the two of us. With the glass breaking, it's not Stone Cold Steve Austin coming out. We're back from the half here at the 2018 Illinois Grade School State Basketball Championship with the Titans from Nashville Okawville leading the Crusaders from Rockford Lutheran Junior High 26-24. Peter, what are some of your keys to the second half?
Well, we saw a very high-paced first half, which I figured would have favored the Crusaders, who have played that way all weekend. And in fact, Nashville Okawville took advantage of it. So I'm really going to focus on, again, the combination of Spangler and Hafeen, who have carried Rockford Lutheran in that first half. They just need to keep doing what they're doing, and everything in the offensive end for Rockford Lutheran will be fine. Nashville Okawville, as long as they beat the trap up top, they've gotten great looks. Haley Reeder is shooting an unconscious percentage from the field. If she can keep that up, it's going to be tough for Nashville Okawville to lose this game. So I'm going to look for basically that matchup, Huffine and Spengler against Reeder. Whoever plays the better second half will probably come out of here with the 5th place trophy. Either way, I think we have a lot of fun in store for us in these next 12 minutes, Rye.
All right, so starting the second half for the Titans in the all-white, Renegarby, Obermeyer, Reeder, Beester, and Abalski. And for the Crusaders, Spangler, Wilhelmy, Burkhart, Huffine, and Black. Peter, the crowd's getting fired up.
Just about to say that.
It's time for us to get fired up, my friend, after that second quarter.
We both were talking about how we were sure if either team were going to, be awake to start this game, and
I'm awake.
I'm wide awake now. Both of them look like they've been ready to play this game since about 6 a.m.
And the Renegarby takes it right hard to the hole. Can't finish it, but Beester with the offense rebounding good. Shy and Beester now with 5 points, and the lead's up to 4 again for the Titans at 28-24.
As I mentioned, the end of that second quarter, Rockford Lutheran's playing with a small lineup here, so those rebounds are going to be...
Spangler takes it hard, can't finish, and Wilhelmy loses the ball out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Titans.
As I was saying, rebounding, huge key in the second half. Nashville Okawville took advantage of a second chance basket there and capitalized to extend the lead. Rockford Lutheran has to limit each possession to 1 shot and done, if that.
Obermeyer gets trapped in the corner. Renegarby, who hit that 3, fires away a long 2, can't finish. Rebound there by Black. Nice defense by Reeder. Hallie Reeder, the daughter of former Major League Baseball pitcher for the San Francisco Giants, Kirk Reeder. Kirk's also assistant coach on the team.
Definitely got some of the athletic genes from her father's side from what we saw in the first half there. Really good outer side shot, really good pump fake.
Spangler takes it right at Beester again, can't finish. And the ball looks like it's knocked away, and Spangler is getting pretty fired up out there.
Had a tough start to the second half so far. Couple very contested shots.
And the ball goes back to the Titans. Not sure what I missed right there. It looked like the ball should have stayed with the Crusaders, but the Titans will bring it up. And the Titans, after turning the ball over constantly early on that second quarter with the pressure, have really been able to break this pressure with ease ever since.
They settled in. They figured out how to beat the overextended defense from the Crusaders, and they've taken advantage of it. They've gotten a lot of good outside looks because they're finding the weak spots in this defense. Huffine is extending very far out. These wings are open, and that's where they really capitalized. That's where all the threes they knocked down in that second quarter were from.
Renegarby will dribble for days. She's got the ball. As I say, that nice pass to Nabalski, wide open for 2, and she banks it in. Hannah Nabalski's first basket of the game. That's her first basket of the tournament, and it pushes the Titans lead to 6 at 30-24.
Talked about in the first half.
And Huffine throws it into the Crusaders bench, and another Crusader turnover, and the ball goes to Titans, and the Coach York needs to call a timeout for the Crusaders to settle them down.
It's a really good timeout here from Coach York. He sees a little bit of stress and tension on the court from his players. Just wants to go in there in this timeout, get everything back calm. There's 10 minutes to go in this game. It's only a 6-point deficit. There's no need to stress. There's no need to feel like the game's out of reach. There's plenty of time left. Just need to slow it back down on offense and defensively get back to that pressure that caused all those turnovers early in the first quarter.
And based on what we saw in the second quarter, where the two teams combined for 33 points, it's only just begun, my friend.
Very true. Very true. I don't know if both teams can keep up that kind of pace for the remainder of this game, but from what I've seen, it's going to be the better offense more so than the better defense that's going to win this game.
You know, Peter, I'm very, very impressed with the lack of you saying yup this year. Last year we had a Peter Roth yup counter, and I don't know if I've heard Peter, I've heard a couple of ums, but I haven't heard many yups.
I've had 365 days to practice, Rye.
Thank you, thank you. So just coming out of the timeout, the Titans with the ball.
See if this pressure from Rockford Lutheran can cause any more turnovers here for easy baskets. They scored a lot of easy layups in that first quarter, getting hands in passing lanes, as we see there again.
Obermeyer is able to take the tip ball, and it looks like she gets, and then she loses the ball. And here's Huffine, and the Crusaders are pushing.
This is where Rockford Lutheran can definitely get back in the game.
And we're going to have a blocking foul on Reeder. So that's going to be Reeder's first foul, team's first in the second half.
In transition, Huffine is the best player on the court. It's just the matter of getting into transition that Rockford Lutheran struggle with so far in this game. And that's where they can excel off turnovers in transition to the hoop.
Spangler, the runner, isn't able to finish it, but
doesn't give up on the play, taps it back out to a teammate.
Wilhelmy with the three off the back of the rim, and we're gonna have an over the back on number 21, Kaya Black. So that's gonna be Kaya's first, team's first. And the ball goes back to the Titans. It just the Crusaders seem to be pressing right now, Peter, offensively.
They still are, as they were before that timeout taken by Coach York. Just still need to calm down. We see a good inbounds pass there from Reeder.
Obermeyer smartly almost traveled it. Spangler with the steal, and Spangler is going to take it right at Rieger. Spangler is able to save it. Burkhart with the runner off the back of the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball. Actually, nope, the ball gets knocked away, and it'll stay with the Crusaders. Spangler with a smart save offensively, where she got down to one knee, still kept her dribble.
Well, a good play to find an open teammate too.
Spangler thought about the three. Spangler puts up the runner, can't finish again. And we're gonna have a jump ball possession arrow Crusaders, so that will stay with the Crusaders.
The Crusaders are really fighting on those offensive boards. And that's 2 offensive rebounds, a jump ball caused. They just can't knock anything down from the field here in this third quarter. They're getting good looks. Like we've talked about, just a little bit of stress.
And then Obermeyer with then look on that side, Spangler with the nice hustle play. But the poor pass, Obermeyer is able to outrun the steal, but Spangler fights hard to get the steal.
That's a hustle play that doesn't get reflected in the scorebook, but definitely can change this game. Spangler preventing that easy layup by tipping the ball out of bounds.
Ruger's able to get Renegarby in the corner. Renegarby is going to get the shot blocked by Wilhelmy, and we're going to have a foul on the floor, and that's going to be on number 12, Burkhart. That's going to be her first, team's second. Reeder inbound underneath their own basket for the Titans.
Rockford Lutheran on the defensive end has done a lot of reaching and not so much of sliding feet on the defensive side. They're kind of just waving as Nashville goes by, as we see it.
Beaster uses her height advantage. She's not able to finish, though. Spangler is able to get up to Wilhelmy. Wilhelmy with the nice move. Wilhelmy isn't able to finish. And Nabalski with another rebound. Nabalski now with 4 rebounds in the game. Renegarby is able to reset the offense. Still no points in this third quarter for the Crusaders. 2:52 to go in the third quarter. Obermeyer wide open for 3. A little bit long. Spangler were able to grab the rebound, and we're going to have a foul on Renegarby. And that's Renegarby's 4th. So the Titans, who have not had a substitution in this game
until now,
is going to have to substitute out Renegarby, who just picked up her 4th.
And Renegarby's done a good job of controlling the offense this game. We'll see if it changes at all. See a timeout here. Probably to just go over the new roles on the offense here with your point guard being out. Have to understand against pressure from Huffine and Spangler who needs to be where and what needs to happen to break that press.
So Chris May will check in for the Titans. 30-24 is your score, with 2:43 to go in the third quarter. After a very high-scoring second quarter, where they combined for 33 points, we've only combined for 4 in this quarter. But it's been all Titans since that three-point explosion in that second quarter.
Yeah, and that's offensively and defensively. Nashville's locked down. Okawville's locked down defensively. Rockford Lutheran's getting shots up, but they're contested, hands in the face. No open looks like Spangler and Huffine were getting in the first and second quarter. And on the offensive end, they're still doing a good job of breaking the pressure. It's unbelievable how many tip passes Rockford has that have ended up back in Nashville Okawville's hands. Just in this quarter alone, I've noticed. Spangler has been able to tip 5 or 6 passes, and she's only gotten 1 steal out of it. So Nashville Okawville is very fortunate that those 50-50 balls are staying their way instead of going back for the Crusaders.
So Crusaders with the ball. Huffine will bring it up. Again, man-to-man defense set up by the Titans. They're trying to set something offensively up for Spangler.
It's got to be something with a purpose here on offense. Looks like Rockford Lutheran's kind of just dribbling and running around with
Walmy with the long shot. A rebound for Melanie Horn, who just checks in.
That's a big shot there for the Crusaders to break the ice here in this.
And we're going to have a foul. If looks to killed by Spangler, you know, that was a look like no other I just saw. So that foul was on Huffine, her first, team's third, and the ball gets knocked away, and it will stay with the Titans.
And she's had a frustrating shooting period here in the third quarter, but to her credit, it hasn't affected her game at all on the defensive end. She's still going full speed, almost gets another chip pass there. She's keeping her team in it, even if the shots aren't falling.
That last basket for the Crusaders was made by Melanie Horn. I just realized I didn't say that. But 30-26 is your score under 2 minutes to go. Obermeyer with the wide open lay-in, good. Somehow Raylan Obermeyer made some room for herself there. She's got 8 points for the game. And on the other side, Spangler gets the friendly roll. Spangler, who's been held scoreless for the last 7 minutes, gets back on the board. She's got 12 points for the game.
Sometimes that's really all you need to get some momentum going again. A little friendly roll, a little hometown bounce, even though they're not playing in their home gym, obviously. Something to just get that confidence back up that you can make shots, even if you haven't seen many go through the hoop this quarter.
They get to Beaster. Beaster keeps her hands up. Huffine's able to grab the rebound. Huffine's got numbers. Huffine, nice pass to Spangler. Spangler always seems to be in the right place at the right time, Peter. And
transition right there.
Cuts the lead to 2 again at 32-30. Obermeyer then loses it, and we're gonna have a jump ball possession arrow Titans. But all it takes is a couple good open looks.
Confidence back, right? She knocked down that tough runner. She gets a layup off that fast break with a great look from a feed. And it's back to like nothing happened. Those last 4 minutes are in the past here. Could be a huge change there for Rockford Lutheran.
Reeder thought about the 3 for a second, works it around. Nabalski gets the ball stolen away by Huffine. And then look who was out in front. Spangler wide open for another layup. And back-to-back layups for Spangler, and the game is tied again at 32.
This is exactly what Rockford Lutheran wants right now. They want to speed up Nashville Okawville, who doesn't have their point guard in the game with foul trouble.
And then Beaster wide open underneath, and Huffine had to foul her.
It's a good foul. Cut off the easy layup.
And it puts Beaster, who's not a strong free throw shooter, onto the line for 2.
And Nashville Okawville, ever since Rennegarby went out with foul trouble, has had a little bit more problem. As we see the first free throw go up.
Beaster off the front of the rim on the first.
Just with coordinating on the offensive end. That last possession, they had 3 people within 5 feet of each other. And any basketball coach will tell you that spacing is huge on the offensive end, especially against a team that's so fast like Rockford Lutheran. The better spacing you have, the more defense they have, the more space they have to cover.
Beaster converts 1 of 2. Just checking the game for the Crusaders is number 12, Kyla Burkhart. Huffine brings it up. Against Spangler, who's had 6 quick points. Spangler with another runner off something there. Beaster grabs the rebound. And we're going to have a foul there, it looks like on Huffine.
And that's her third in 2 minutes.
So Huffine picked up 3 fouls in this quarter. So the Crusaders with some foul trouble now. So 5 team fouls. So Huffine with 3 and Nastrom has 4. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Third quarter. Titans with a 1-point lead. Reeder works it down to...
Again here, like we were talking. No spacing, but Reeder finds an opening.
Reeder open for 3 off the front of the rim. Nabalski's able to foul her shot. Reeder with another shot, long shot, can't get it. Burkhart gets the rebound, and she's going to get fouled. And And that foul is on 22, Obermeyer. That's her second, team's third. So Crusaders with the ball, down 1.
See if they can get a good look here to end the quarter.
6 seconds ago. Nice pass to Burkhart. Got to get back. Wilhelmy for 3 at the buzzer, in and out. And after 3 quarters, Peter, we have a game.
We got a good game on our hands so far here.
Actually, it's been a good game the entire way.
That's true.
But, you know, we thought when you saw the way the Crusaders were playing, they got down 6 at 30-24, and it just seemed to be the Titans were just going to pull away at that point.
I think the big key is Renegarby's foul trouble. Renegarby had done a great job after sort of acclimating herself to what the pressure the Crusaders were throwing at her was like, to breaking it and getting her teammates good looks. She's the reason Reeder was open in the wing in that entire second quarter for all those jumpers. Once she picked up that foul, Rockford Lutheran's defense just went back to what it did at the start of the game, causing nothing but turnovers, getting easy runouts. Spangler had 2 layups. Hafeen had a couple breakaways there. That's the big key. That's the turning point so far in this game right now. If Renegarby can come back in, avoid picking up any more fouls, and continue to run the offense as effective as she did in the second quarter and the beginning of the third, I think Nashville Okawville is in a very good spot here.
All right, Peter, I am ready for the 4th quarter of Championship Sunday here for the 5th place game.
We've had a great first 18 minutes. Let's hope the next 9 quarters we're in the booth can match that.
So Crusaders with the ball to start the 4th quarter off. Hafeen, they're trying to just get the ball in Spangler's hands every time. Wilhelmy's able to reset the offense. Obermeyer with Spangler all over. I'm sorry, Spangler with Obermeyer all over. Spangler, Hafeen's able to save it for Spangler. Hafeen takes it, baseline, can't get it, and the ball gets kicked, and
we're gonna have a jump ball. Jump ball.
That was the easiest thing to say there, Peter, because between a kick ball, ball gets tipped away. I literally think 13 people touched it there. Finally have a jump ball. Titans are able to Renegarby with Hafeen all over. Hafeen's got to be careful. She's got 3 fouls. Renegarby's trapped, and we're going to have a foul.
And if that's Hafeen, that's a very, very important foul.
I think that foul is going to be on. That is on Hafeen. So Hafeen just picked up her 4th. They've got to be careful out there.
This may change the way Hafeen plays defense. She's got to be very cautious. We see another tip ball there.
How many tips out of bounds do you think Spangler has in this game?
I'd say I've seen about 3 a quarter. Like I mentioned, I didn't really realize it in the first half, but it's almost every other possession. She tips a pass, tips a dribble. It's impressive. Like I said, Nashville Okawville's got to be lucky that more of those tips aren't going Rockford Lutheran's way.
Hallie Reeder gets trapped in the corner. Is able to get Obermeyer.
Here we see spacing again. If Nashville Okawville can keep their offense spread out, Rockford Lutheran is not doing a great job on the defensive end of rotating.
And Julia Nastrom just fouled out. I think Julia played roughly, let's check my watch, maybe 45 seconds of action to get 5 fouls today.
Yeah, it feels like it, I guess. That's fair.
So Nastrom just fouled out. The Titans in bonus the rest of the way. Renegarby, who sat out most of that 3rd quarter with 4 fouls, will go with free throw line for 1 and 1. Renegarby 4 for 5 from the free throw line in this tournament so far. Make that 5 for 6. She's got 6 points in the game that leads back up to 2.
Free throws are going to be huge here for the Titans in these last 5 minutes. They're going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. So far on the weekend, they're, as a team coming in this game, we're shooting 37.5%. So we see Renegarby again, knock down both.
Renegarby now with 7 points.
And to be honest, that percentage shocks me with the way I've seen them shoot free throws so far today. Everyone who's stepped up to the line has looked confident and knocked down the majority of their shots.
Oh, nice move by Hafeen. Can't seem to buy, and then nice foul there by Horror, but gets blocked by Beaster. I'm sorry, by Reeder. And then Renegarby wants to push. Renegarby can't finish. Spangler is able to gather the rebound. Spangler loses the ball. Beaster with the steal. And then a tip. Finally, Renegarby is able to save it. Obermeyer open for 3. off the front of the rim. Beaster with the offensive rebound. As the fans say, calm down, girls. Just a lot of out-of-control play. Reader with the long two, and she's got it.
That's the way to calm things down there. Get the ball in the hands of your best shooter and let her go to work.
And the lead's up to 5 now, and we're going to have a foul on, looks like Beaster. So Beaster just picked up her second foul, team's 4th.
And that shot Reader just knocked down came off of an offensive rebound from Beaster. That foul trouble that Nystrom was in all game really hurt her team in terms of rebounding because she hasn't been able to go on the boards against Beaster.
Nice bank shot by Spangler. What a move. Cuts the lead again down to 3 at 37-34. She's got 18 in this game.
And I feel like we've talked about how Rockford Lutheran's just been stressed and pushing or pressing this whole second half, and yet they're still only down 3 with just under 4 to go.
Garby, we're gonna have almost reach there, almost reach again. Reader, another long 2, and she's got another one. Reader's feeling it, Peter. Reader now with 16 in the game, and the lead's back up to 5 at 39-34.
She's the reason her team is currently up 5. She's been confident all game, knocking down shots.
Burkhart with the missed shot. Nabalski fights hard for the rebound, and she's gonna get fouled, and she's gonna go to the free throw line. Hannah Nabalski with 6 rebounds in the game. And looks like that foul is going to be on number 21, Kaya Black, her second, team's 8th. So Nabalski, has not attempted a free throw in this tournament so far, she'll go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
No better time than the present, right, Rye?
No better time than the present. Nabalski misses the free throw. Hafeen's able to gather the rebound, and the Crusaders need a push. Wilhelmy smartly brings it back out, trying to get the ball to Spangler. Spangler takes it right at Obermeyer. Spangler takes it right at Beaster. She misses, and the ball gets knocked away, and it'll go back to the Titans.
That's great defense there. Help side D. Beaster comes over. It's everything you'd ask for as a coach. You need help side. She rotated from the paint over to cut off. Spangler driving to the hoop, stayed straight up, tipped the shot. And result, Nashville Okawville's ball. Like
the tough part for Spangler there is when you're double, triple team, somebody else is open.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, based on the scoring in this game, she takes 80% of the team's shots. So she needs someone else to step off. Hafeen only has 7 points in the game. She's been in foul trouble for most of the second half. So someone else needs to help.
And Spangler's tried to get her teammates involved in the game. We saw in the second, third quarter her hitting open teammates for layups and short jumpers. It's just that Rockford, outside of that second quarter, hasn't seemed comfortable shooting. They haven't knocked down shots. They just haven't gotten into a rhythm, really. They still have 3 minutes to go, and like we talked about earlier, they're only down 5. We've been talking about them seemingly being discombobulated this whole second half, and they're still 2 possessions away from leading this game. They just need to keep it up on the defensive end and force a couple more turnovers. That's where they got their momentum back in the third quarter. At the end there, 3 turnovers led to easy layups.
So 3:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Titans with a 5-point lead. Try to get, again, full court pressure. Has been set up the entire game.
And as I spoke at the beginning of the fourth quarter, those turnovers cut back down when Garby came back in to run the offense.
Garby takes it right off Hafeen. Hafeen's got to be careful as she has 4 fouls. Reader's smart, slows things down. Again, they just took 20 seconds off the clock.
I'm sure that's what Coach Kirby was talking about in that last timeout. The fact that
and a steal, and then Spangler has open lane for layup and good. You can't give it, Peter. She gets an open floor and she is gone.
Exactly. We've seen that throughout this game. Rockford Lutheran's best offense is their defense, getting steals and getting fast breaks. Nashville Okawville needs to take care of the ball here to preserve this lead.
Spangler's got 20 now for the game. 39-36, 2:11 to go.
There's no need to press. There's no need to do anything forced.
And we're going to have a timeout.
And that's what Coach Kirby's probably using his timeout again to discuss with his team. They need to keep moving on the offensive end. They can't leave their teammates out to dry with no dribbles left in the corner and no one coming to the ball. If they can literally pass the ball around for 2 minutes and win the game. They don't need to score. They just can't commit any turnovers. And Rockford Lutheran, basically, the issue is that their best pressure defender, Michaela Hafeen, has 4 fouls and really needs to be careful here. Otherwise, they need to keep doing what they've done all game in terms of getting hands in the passing lane, double teaming dead balls, trying to get steals and trying to get layups off those steals.
So the Titans with the ball, up 3, 2:05 to go. Lots of time, purple, as the fans say, and that is correct.
2 minutes is an eternity here in basketball.
Brenna Garvey can dribble as long as she needs to.
And it appears that may be what she does.
Brenna Garvey doesn't need to force anything, but she gets Beaster wide open for 2, and she missed the short shot. But she gets her own rebound, and she's got another one. Beaster now with 10 points in the game, and puts the team back up 5 at 41-36 with 1.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter.
Nashville Okawville has done this as a team. You got Beaster on the boards, getting rebounds, putbacks. Brenna Garvey running the offense, and Reeder knocking down all the big shots in the second quarter, and now again here in the fourth.
Spangler takes the 3 at the top of the key and off the back of the rim. Beaster is able to get, and then looks like the ball gets knocked away, and it goes back to the Titans. 1:16 to go. Peter, at what point do you start fouling if you're the Crusaders?
I'd start fouling right around the 1 minute mark. Maybe see if you can get a trap or a steal off this pressure like you have a couple times so far in this game. Right there almost. Again.
And then Spangler's going to get whistled for the foul. So this is the person you don't want to foul, though, with Brenna Garvey going to the line for a 1-and-1.
Shooting above 80% from the free throw line so far in this tournament. You are exactly right there.
So Brenna Garvey, 7 points in the game.
And
She's get one and one from the free throw line. And she makes the first. She'll get it, puts the lead up to 6 now for the Titans at 42-36.
They can really just ice this game away if they can continue to knock down free throws. And with Brenna Garvey at the line, I can certainly see that happening.
For a 7th grader, she's such a great free throw shooter, and she makes both of them. Timeout, Titans. So Brenna Garvey's 9th point of the game is a big one as it goes up 7 at 43-36. So right now, Peter, with the Titans, you know, you've got a couple fouls to give.
Yeah.
So if the Crusaders do make a 3 or make a 3 at this possession, at what point, even on the other side, are they talking about, you know, coulda, woulda, coulda, if they, you know, cut the lead down to 4 here? I mean, is that what they're talking about here, or are they talking about setting up full court pressure? I mean, what do you think the discussion is during this timeout?
I'd say you're really focusing on scoring quickly. If you are Rockford Lutheran, doesn't need to be a 3 yet. You have 1:15 to go. You just need to get a good look. You need to knock it down. You need to score basically every possession from here on out if you want to come back and win this game. Nashville Okawville, if I'm on the huddle right now, I'm focused less on defense. More importantly, is taking care of the ball. Rockford Lutheran can come back in this game much easier if you have silly turnovers and don't knock down your free throws here in these last minute 15. You can give up a basket every time down if you're on defense as the Titans, but if you don't turn the ball over and knock down all your free throws, Rockford Lutheran literally can't win. So I'm focused here on not necessarily the defensive end from the Titans, but being smart with the basketball, being confident at the free throw line.
So 1:15 to go. Crusaders down 7. They need to get a shot off here pretty quickly as it's a 3-possession game. And Huffeen's going to get fouled on the floor. So Reeder picks up a foul, doesn't allow Huffeen able to get to the hole.
That's smart foul. You got something to give, prevent any points from being scored. See if Rockford Lutheran can get anything off this inbounds play. Looks like they're going to go back to the corner for Huffeen.
Huffeen, their best 3-point shooter. Here's Wilhelmy wide open for 3, and but she's able to get her own rebound.
Another one up.
Wilhelmy puts up another one. Still long on that one. The ball goes out of bounds, and it goes back to the Titans with just under 50 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Both good looks there from Wilhelmy.
So full court pressure set up. They're trying to get him to Renegarby, and as been the story, she has just been the leader of this offense, and we're gonna have a foul on Wilhelmy. So the 6th grader, Raylan Obermeyer, will go to the free throw line for 2. So Obermeyer, 8 points in this game. She comes in the tournament averaging roughly 7.
And like I mentioned earlier, Nashville has built this 7-point lead because we see, well, one reason because they've knocked down free throws very well today, and another reason because everyone on their team has fit their role. Like I mentioned, Renegarby's run the offense. Beasters played really well on the boards. Reuters knocked down shots when needed. Another free throw.
6 for 7 from the free throw line as a team in this 4th quarter, and the lead is up to 9.
And that's how you get Capone, as the great Seth Davis would say.
Huffine is able to get the quick layup, so Huffine now has 9 points in the game, and the lead's down to 7. Peter, doesn't the clock need to stop after the? Doesn't the clock stop after a made basket?
I don't believe so in this grade level. I think it continues because realistically you could hold the ball. So we see a foul there, smart foul.
So Spangler just is going to send Renegarby to the free throw line for 2.
The made shot in middle school, I don't believe it stops because I've had game experience where a team has scored with under 5 seconds left and the other team just didn't inbound. Clock wound down, buzzer sounded.
Misses her first one.
There's still life here for Rockford Lutheran. You can knock down a 3 here, off a rebound, even off a make. Your greatest asset is still your pressure defense. And with that, anything's possible. You just need to get something to get it rolling. Layup, jumper.
So 17 seconds to go in the 5th place game. Titans with a 45-38 lead. And like you're saying, that the Titans have done most of this from the free throw line. They've only made 6 field goals in the second half, but they've been able to extend it by shooting 7 for 10 from the free throw line. So, we thought we were going to. We knew we had a great game going into this based on what we've seen out of these 2 teams this weekend. But it's been as good as advertised.
Really has been.
So Renegarby will get a second free throw. They're up 7. Misses the second, but Nabalski's able to get the rebound, and with 15 seconds to go, the Titans should just control the clock, and that should be it.
That looks like it will do it. And your 5th place winner, the Titans from Nashville, Okawville.
And boom.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Boom goes the dynamite.
The Titans defeat the Crusaders 45-38. But Peter, if that's any inclination of the rest of the day, we've got a good day. We've got a good day at our hands.
We really do. I was worried, as I mentioned earlier, both these teams might, sleepwalk in the first half, and that was certainly not the case.
To go next door to Hoops Fest and have as many pictures as you want, but we want to get this floor turned over quickly. So I appreciate your help with that. And so it's time for some presentations. Our friends, the Crusaders, the last time you made an appearance on a state floor was in 2013. You came to this tournament with a record of 11-3. You came as champions of the Saints Shootout. You leave here today as the 6th place finishers in the state of Illinois, and so we congratulate you with that. Coach Jordan York, congratulations to you as well. You've led this team with a great deal of character and dignity, and we thank you for your great display of sportsmanship throughout the tournament. So it's been a pleasure to have you. We can't wait to see you back next year. Our friends from Trinity St. John's Emmanuel, your last state appearance was last year. And so we're happy to have you back again. You come to us as champions of the TSJ ILS All Lutheran Tournament. You come with a record of 22-6. You leave as the 5th place finishers in the state of Illinois. Congratulations.
So leading scorers for the Victor Titans.
Thank you, moms and dads. Go take your pictures.
16 points for Hallie Reeder, 10 points for Raylan Obermeyer, 9 points from Megan Renegarby, 8 points from Cheyenne Beester, and 2 points from Hannah Nabalski. And for the losing Crusaders, 20 points from Kayla Spangler, 9 points from Michaela Huffine, 3 points from Isabel Johns, and then 2 points each from Madeline Wilhelmy, Kaya Black, and Melanie Horn. Next up, we've got the fifth place game between the Crusaders from Rockford Lutheran also, as well as the Comets from Bethel Morton. Peter and I will be back at 12:30 for the girls' 3rd place game between the Comets of St. Paul Mount Prospect and Zion Belleville. So what a great first game we had here, and like I said, we've got plenty of action today here with the fifth place boys next, and then 3rd place for each, and then the championship round. So after the first game, this is Ryan Roth and Peter Roth signing out, and we'll see you in a couple hours.